Hi, I'm Dorinda. Welcome to my channel, PrimordialDor Tarot. I'm here to do a Virgo reading today for November the 13th to the 16th, 2025. I'm using the Thoth Tarot deck, and I'm going to do 15 cards plus an animal card. At this time, I'd appreciate it if you could hit the like and subscribe. It costs you nothing to subscribe, and it helps me build this channel, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, we're going to cut the deck for Virgos. Calling upon the universe. Can I have some messages for Virgo, please? For Virgos. What does Virgo need to hear today? One fell. Let me get it. Ooh, the magician. He popped out. He tried to run off. He's all bent. There we go. All right, Virgo, bottom of the deck's the overall. Bottom of the deck, we have Jupiter and Libra, Four of Swords, truce. Okay, Virgo, you've negotiated a truce with your words, speaking communication skills. So you got refuge from mental chaos, right? A break. And you need to take a rest. This is the card of rest, right? And you need to meditate. Calm the mind down. Chill out. Chill out, Virgos. Give yourself a rest. Okay, keeps telling us that, right? Good luck. All right, Virgos. Present situation, the card that jumped out. We have number one, the Magus, Major Arcana, otherwise known as the Magician. Okay, he jumped. All right, so this is the beginning of a cycle, right? This is the beginning, number one. So you're starting a new cycle. It's your present situation, Virgos. So you are creating your own reality by your vibration, right? This magician is highly skilled and knowledgeable, talented, artistic, intuitive. You know, he's the master of vibration. This is the Egyptian god Thoth. He is the master of vibration. So you have to master that, and I know you're mastering it. Even when things are down, you've got to try to get yourself up because your vibration attracts what comes into your experience. All right? Even when things are really shitty, you got to try to bring yourself up, okay? And then you will attract better things into your life, and that's what he's here to teach us and show us and teach us how to do it. And you're doing it, Virgo. You're getting really good at it, right? You are. You are. And, you know, it's not easy. It's not for the faint of heart. Oh, no, because you got to go through the trials and tribulations. And then if you can keep your vibration high, you turn it all around, Virgo. You can turn it all around. You can attract the most beautiful things into your life. And it's a good, happy way to live. It is, Virgo. So you got the magician. You are the magician. You are the magic. I tell you that all the time. You are the magic. You hold the keys to the kingdom. You hold the keys. There's probably keys in there somewhere. All right? You hold the keys to the kingdom, Virgo. I'm looking for a key. All right, that's your present situation. With the Four of Swords, take a little break. Give your little self a rest, Virgo. Card to the left, we have the beautiful Nine of Wands, Strength. Moon in Sagittarius. You know, this is a great card, the lucky number 9. Good luck, good fortune, a big win. You've come through battles, Virgo. You have come through so many battles, and you've won. Okay, so, you know, just you got to chill out a little bit. Chill, right? Don't keep that slightly defensive, you know, slightly on the defense vibration going because you've come through the battles, so you're kind of ready, right? You don't know what's coming next, but you got to chill. Chill. You're in control. You're in control, right? Let down the defenses a little bit, okay? All right? Because you've got good luck, good fortune, the lucky number 9, 3, 6, 9, that beautiful combination. And this is a card that keeps showing up for us too. This one here. All right, Virgo. The card to the right in your present situation, Virgos. Venus and Virgo, 9 of disc gain. All right, the 2 nines with the magus in between. Now, Virgo, this is high vibration. This is high vibration. We're rocking it still. All right, Virgo, so this is the gain, the money coming in. All right, the 3 discs multiply to 6 coins, multiply to 9. Okay, the 3, 6, 9. We got the 3, 6, 9. They're flanking this magnificent magician. That is your present situation, Virgo. This is magnificent. You hold the key to the kingdom, and you keep holding it. You are the guardian. And you're creating a new reality by your vibration, and you're starting to get really good at it, Virgo. Look at this. Look at this. This is amazing, okay? You got to go within, right? You got to go within. Rest that mind, okay? And then you'll get all the intuitive hits. But it has to be rested and not in turmoil from the outside world, all that chaos going on out there, right? You got to be able to tune out. There, I love this. We'll just keep this. All right, Virgo. Magnificent start to this reading. Absolutely says it all. All right, steps towards the future. You have 3 cards. Middle card, we have Mercury in Aquarius. 6 of Swords. Science. And this is a beautiful card. A 6. 2 9s and a 6 already. All right, and this is about your mind. This is about your beautiful Virgo mind. It is sharp. It's intuitive. It's getting all the messages, all right? And, you know, you don't miss a beat because you're sharp, right? And, you know, you're in the boat going. You know where you're going. You don't really know where you're going, but you're headed off. You got all this good luck and good vibrations with you, Virgo, and your mind's sharp like a razor, okay? Your morals are correct. Your ethics are correct. Highly intelligent and intuitive. All right, Virgo, and this is a beautiful card, and this is in the middle of your steps towards the future. So it's keeping your mind sharp, and, you know, you got to give it a break sometimes and meditate, right? Like I say, and just to keep you chill, because that outside world there will tear you up if you know, listen to it all the time. You know, you can listen to it, but you got to calm it, you know, take a break from it. Calm that beautiful mind down, Virgos. All right, Virgos. Here we go, Virgos. Card to the left, Jupiter and Pisces, 9 of Cups, happiness. There's our card. Oh, I'm so glad it showed up, right? Last 3 readings, it's been the overall. I checked. And now we get it in steps towards the future. After 2 9s already, Virgo, you're rocking it, okay? 3, 6, 9, the cups are lined up. That water's flowing. And this is happiness, bliss, being in the center of the tree of life, just happiness, right? Stable, feeling good, comfortable. All right, Virgos. 3 9s already. Look at that. A 6 and a 9. The 3 9s. Ooh, Virgos. Look at this. I'm getting goosebumps now. The 3 9s and that 6. Virgo, we're rocking it. This is fantastic. We got our beautiful happiness card. Somehow you're keeping yourself quite happy, Virgo. Because, you know, you're calling the shots. You're driving the bus. You're the creator. You are the creator. You hold the keys to the kingdom. You got everything going. All right, Virgos. Oh, I'm so glad that showed up. This is so exciting. All right, Virgos, what's helping and hindering you? Middle card. We have the Hangman, Major Arcana. All right, he keeps showing up too. And this is about, you know, this is about getting a new perspective. This is about just letting go. Going with this water, you know, going with the flow, Virgo. Just let go of the oars and the boat will turn around and go downstream by itself. You don't have to keep rowing and rowing, fighting against the current. And that's what that outside world does, right? Keep rowing hard, going upstream, right? No, just let go of the oars, go with the flow. Boat will turn around, okay? You have to surrender and just like say, okay, I'm just stepping back and I'm not going to, you know, fuss over these things. I'm not going to worry about it because I'm in the 4 swords. I need to have a little break, mental refuge from chaos, Okay, and that's what this card is, right? That's what this card is. Surrendering, giving up the resistance, quit pushing up against things, right? Even if you really believe, push, push, push. It doesn't do you any good. It screws up your vibration. So let it go. Go with the flow. Take a break. All right, Virgo, you got all these powerful cards. You don't have to worry. Just surrender to it. All right, card to the left, we have Saturn and Sagittarius, 10 of Wands. All right, this 10 card indicates some timeline in your life's coming to an end, Virgo, right? And this is the card of oppression. Kind of shows up a lot. So something's coming to an end. It probably is a living situation or something where you feel you're oppressed, or you're carrying a load for a long time. You've been carrying a load, and it's time to put the load down, Virgo. You've been through battles, the 9 of Wands. Okay, you've been through battles and you've won. Okay, and you gotta let down that defense vibration you got going on, because you don't know what's coming next. You got to be ready, right? But if you go with the flow, and let the defenses down a little bit, Virgo. All right, and then the big heavy load you've been carrying for so long, you're almost at the finish line, and you can put that down, Virgo, and give yourself a rest. Give yourself a break. Put that load down. All right, and so something's coming to an end, and it could be a living situation where you're feeling oppressed. It could be a job where you're feeling oppressed, or just some situation with other people. It doesn't have to be romantic, right, where you feel, you just can't be you. You can't be you. You can't be the wombat card, let your freak flag fly, because people won't like it. So this situation is coming to an end in your life, Virgo. Card to the right is the Knight of Cups. All right, so this is love. This is love. This is beautiful love. And you've got the happiness. You're feeling stable. You're feeling good. This is about your emotions. You're getting better on the emotional scale. You're climbing up that emotional scale, and you have the ability to keep yourself at the top. And when you come down, you can be the magician and get yourself back to the top of that emotional scale. You just work yourself up that scale. Okay? Anger's better than despair and hopelessness, And then you get up past anger, and you get up and, relief, and get to happiness. You got the happiness card. You playing that scale like a musical instrument, Virgo. You get down, you can bring it up. You're the magician. All right, so now you thinking about love, Virgo, and your feelings. And, people hurt your feelings sometimes. And you don't understand it. But that's just where they're at. They're not vibing high like you. Some of them, they're not. You send out the vibrations, and you're going to attract the same vibration people, the like-minded people into your life. Okay, so you're looking for a little love, and here comes this knight, and he's carrying that cup of love. And, he's going to help you. He's a help, right? And maybe there's some beautiful love looking for you, Virgo, if you don't have it in your life right now. And you can see all this water here. He goes with the flow, and he's right beside the hangman. Drop the oars, Virgo. The boat will turn around, right? There you go. He goes with the flow this night. All right, and he's bringing you a cup of love. If you will just calm down and receive it. Quiet that mind, Virgo. All right, Virgo, that's great. Your mind and psyche. What's in your mind and psyche, Virgo? Middle card, we have the Princess of Discs. She shows up a lot too, right? This is about material resources and wealth, and the building of the material resources, and a situation that brings in that revenue. She indicates a pregnancy, if you could be pregnant or know somebody that's pregnant. She's pregnant, but at the same time ready to go to war. She carries that disc of creativity. So if she's not giving birth to a baby, she's giving birth to a new creation. A business that brings in the revenue, a creative endeavor. To build a new home, build a new castle, build a new business. She's a builder. She's looking for the perfect fertile valley to build it. All right, and she's determined and decisive, and she's the builder. All right, Virgo. So that's right smack in the middle of your mind. So, you know, you got your creations that you're working on, right? I'll tell you, you have so many skills, so many things you can take to the top. And that's right in the middle of your mind. Your mind's cooking. It's cooking, Virgo. You're thinking up your next thing, all right? And you got the power, and you got the talent and the abilities. You working that dial. You're tuning the frequencies. You're doing it, Virgos. You're doing good, right? And, you know, I see ya. I see some things you do out there, and you're getting little ideas, and you're doing stuff and posting stuff and getting all kinds of ideas. Everybody can do it. Everybody can do it. All right, Virgos. To the left, I didn't even see this. Right beside that princess, we have the Prince of Discs. This is in your mind. And Psyche, I didn't even notice. All right, Virgo. Wow. I just said you're looking for some love. And there, ooh, I got goosebumps. There's the beautiful building couple. Wow, Virgo. So, right beside his mate is the Princess of Discs. Oh, you got the prince coming in. He's got the same ideas as her, except he's not pregnant. Okay, so he's coming in. He wants to build. He's looking for the valley as well. And he's a slow, steady moving energy, but he gets it done. Now, this is a younger person with innovative ideas. He wants to do things completely differently than anybody else. Well, that's how the world evolves, you know? You don't do the same things all the time. You need these new, fresh ideas, all right? And wow, Virgos, right beside each other, and they're in your mind. That's what you're thinking about, this beautiful couple that wants to build something. I'm impressed. This is beautiful. I didn't see that. Wow, Virgos. Talk about working it. You're working it. That's fantastic. All right, so you got some ideas in mind. You want to work with somebody, like-minded person, right? And your mind's sharp as a tack. And you got happiness, and you are creating it all. You're the magician. You hold the keys to the kingdom. Look at that. Wow, Virgos. Wow, this is an awesome reading, Virgos. So there they are. So the third card, and what's in your mind and psyche, we have Major Arcana. We have the Art card, otherwise known as Alchemy. So there you are, cooking up your new situation, being the magician, being the alchemist. You're the magician and the alchemist, Virgo. All right? You're in control of your own life. You know, whatever your life is, you created it. All right? And you can, if it's not absolutely stunning, fantastic, you can tweak those things and make it. And here you are doing it, being the alchemist. All right? Turning water into wine, lead into gold. And you're getting all those ingredients that you want your life to be, and you put it in that cauldron, and you stir that pot, and you create it by your vibration, like I said, and you are getting to be masters of vibration. I know you are. I know you are. There you go. And you're getting darn good at it. Look at that. You're pulling on those ropes and pulleys, and you're stirring that pot, and you're watching the temperature, and you're wearing the green of the alchemist, and that's new growth, change, all right? And you're hard at it, and this is showing up every day, doing the work, and doing it, and doing it. And you don't want anybody to distract you and pull you off your course. You're staying the course, Virgo. This is in your mind. Nobody can pull you off it. And you got some love on your mind, all right, Virgo? And you're creating that new situation. All right, Virgo, this is it. This is it. This is a magnificent reading. All right, the final section is your karma and your destiny. Middle card, we have Moon in Aquarius. We have the Seven of Swords. All right, shows up a lot too, right? All right, so this is about, you know, walking away from things that don't serve you. This is the card, it's called Futility. All right, so if you're in any situation in your life, you know, at work where you can't make them happy and they make you feel futile, you got to walk away. If it's a love situation and it's just making you feel futile, you got to work your way out of it, okay? And in any kind of living situation where it's just futile, you got to learn to walk away, Virgo, and change things up. But you can do it. You're the magician, you know, and that's not going to fly with all these high vibration cards that you have here. The 3 nines, okay? So you don't need to be putting up with any futile situations, Virgo. No, you don't. Card to the left, we have the Prince of Wands. Another prince moving forward. He's fast. He comes in fast. He's determined, decisive. He's looking for his princess. He wants to start a new establishment, okay? Hot and fiery, this one here, all right? He wants a big accomplishment and a big win, all right? So, you know, that's in your mind. You're burning. You want to get something done. You're at it every day. You will not be denied because you're just at it. You're at it. You're the magician. You're doing it. You're creating. You're fiery. You got some fire in you, all right? This is beautiful. The final card in the outcome of this reading, Virgo, is Venus and Aries, 4 of Wands, completion. Another 4, all right? The 4 of Swords is your overall. Now we have the 4 of Wands. All right, so, you know, you have a great reputation. You're highly admired. You're skilled. People, I love you. You've taken some skill right to the top. All right, but as you can see, the ram's head of Aries and the doves of Venus and these flames here, nothing goes by the rings because it's completed. You're taking it to the top and you can't go any higher. All right? So it's time to drop that skill, like put it to bed, frame it. You did excellent. And you still have those skills, but you got to put it down and you take another challenge, Virgo. It's time for another challenge. All right? And you have this 10 of Wands, all right? So that's the, you know, oppression coming to an end, the 10 card coming to an end, this 4 completion, something's coming to an end. Now, it could be a living situation, perhaps. It's something that makes you feel futile. That's what's coming to an end. All right, whatever situation in your life is making you feel futile, you need to walk away. That's what's over, right? And, you know, you'll take another skill and take that to the top now, Virgo. Or, you know, variations of what you did. Change it up, something like that, right? And in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, like this is marriage, celebration. You know, you've completed the courting or whatever, and you get married, and they have the big celebration. And there's your couple, you know, with the Knight of Cups. This is amazing. All right, Virgo, so this is an amazing reading. And, you know, I got to hold them up. The 3 nines. The 3 nines, Virgo. And the 6 is so magnificent. All right? So look at this powerful. You know, this your happiness card. You're strong. Let the defenses down a little bit. The gain's going to come in, and your mind is rocking on. And, you know, you're the magician, and you're carrying all the keys, right? You have the keys because you're the magician, and you're doing it, and you're working your way up and down that scale, that emotional scale. If you find you slip down a bit, you're the magician. You pull yourself back up. You pull yourself back up by your vibration, Virgo. All right, Virgo, that was an amazing reading. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. All right, let's get one animal spirit card now. All right, one card for Virgo. What does Virgo need to hear? Which card does Virgo need to hear? That's beautiful. Keep it going, Virgo. Keep it going. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right, one card for Virgo, please. All right, there we go. Sandpiper spirit. Time to be playful. Time to be playful, Virgos. You can make play. You can do anything. I'm going to read it. This is the little sandpiper running up and down the beach, you know. Let me know if you like me reading them or not. It's good information. All right. When your heart is heavy and life seems to weigh you down, Sandpiper Spirit's message is to lighten your burden. That's the 10 of Wands. I said you got to drop that burden, right? By finding joy and humor in the everyday. Become like a playful child filled with curiosity and wonder, and soon you will find you feel your own spirit lift. That's working your way up and down that scale. A few minutes or hours of fun-filled delight is exactly what you need now. Enjoy the ridiculousness of life and be willing to jump in. Let your inner goof out to express itself with abandon. Just be goofy, right? And it's all ridiculous out there. It's ridiculous. So you need to just have fun with it, Virgo. A lot of revelations are happening at this time. Today even, a lot of revelations. So just be goofy. Be a big old goof. All right, Virgo, that was a magnificent reading, and I hope you enjoyed that, and I sure did, and I'll catch you next time.